India जो point is now being universally accepted by both nations because they are not very accepted as far as development is concerned, as far as Pakistan whole penetrating small things that what is being said by some of the leaders that we going to this already in this year on their
जो भारत सरकार ने लिया है पिछले 100 दिनों में, उनमें से जो सबसे पहला है वो यही है कि जो आर्टिकल 370 है, जो स्पेशल स्टेटस आर्टिकल 370 के तहत मिला था जम्मू कश्मीर स्टेट को, वो स्पेशल जो स्टेटस है वो खत्म किया गया है। इसके तहत आर्टिकल 35 एब्रोगेट किया गया है। जो सारे के सारे प्रोविजंस के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के जो अप्लाई होते थे भारत बाकी जो स्टेट्स है उनको, वो जम्मू कश्मीर को भी अप्लाई होंगे। और साथ ही एक जो रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन हुआ है जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख का इंटू यूनियन टेरिटरी, लद्दाख हैज बिकम अ यूनियन टेरिटरी विदाउट अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली एंड जम्मू कश्मीर हैज बिकम अ यूनियन टेरिटरी विद अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली। इसका जो एम है वो यही है कि जॉब क्रिएशन और इकोनॉमी जो है वो बेहतर हो, जम्मू कश्मीर की सोशल इकोनॉमिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर तवज्जो दिया जा रहा है। और साथ ही 100% जो 100% जो कोटा, जो 10% जो कोटा दिया जा रहा था इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शंस को, वो जम्मू कश्मीर में भी अप्लाई होगा। मेक इंडिया और 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी, अंडर दिस लॉट ऑफ स्टेप्स आर बीइंग टेकन। जो मर्जर है पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स का, एडिशनल क्रेडिट एक्सपेंशन जो पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक द्वारा किया जा रहा है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट्स जो तकरीबन 100 लाख करोड़ के जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं उनको फाइनलाइज किया जा रहा है और उनके ऊपर तवज्जो दी जा रही है। As far as ease of business is concerned, you can see the figures. ये जो major जो change आया है, जो increase हुआ है in the ease of doing business, ये आपके सामने है figures. Corporate law reforms जो है उसमें भी काफ़ी changes की जा रही हैं। जो major GST और tax administration की जहाँ तक बात है, major steps are being taken to ease and to simplify the tax infrastructure. जहाँ तक social sector की बात है, थोड़ी सी शांति मेंटेन करके रखें, बहुत ज़्यादा लंबी प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं देने वाली हूँ। A major step of the government has been to abolish the triple तलाक, साथ ही for sexual assault on children उसके लिए जो पॉस्को एक्ट है उसमें भी चेंजेस की गई हैं, डेथ पेनल्टी। जो कोड ऑन वेजेस है उसमें जो औरतें हैं, जो विमेन हैं, उनके लिए जो इक्वल पैरिटी है वेजेस में, उसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है। हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल या जो प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना है उसके तहत तकरीबन 1.95 करोड़ जो हाउसेज हैं रूरल इंडिया अगले 2 सालों में बनाए जाएंगे, कमिट किया गया है ये। जहाँ तक उज्ज्वला योजना की बात है, हर तकरीबन 2022 तक जो सारे के सारे घर हैं उनमें जो रूरल फैमिलीज है उनमें बिजली और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और गैस कनेक्शन है उनकी कमिटमेंट की गई है। जल जीवन मिशन जो है वो 2024 तक यही कोशिश की जाएगी कि सबके पास जो पानी पीने की जो व्यवस्था हो वो मौजूद रहे। उज्ज्वला योजना में तकरीबन 100 दिनों में जो टारगेट्स है वो हमारे कंप्लीट किए गए हैं। 1 करोड़ जो कनेक्शन है वो दिए गए हैं लोगों को, विद ओवर 80 लाख बेनिफिशियरीज। The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir on a high path trajectory, a growth that is not just in the GDP numbers but also inclusive and takes care of the last man in the line. आज इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के थ्रू हमारी ये कोशिश है कि प्रेस इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो के माध्यम से हम जो सारे इनिशिएटिव्स लिए गए हैं पिछले 100 दिनों में भारत सरकार द्वारा, उनको आपके सामने प्रेजेंट करें और साथ ही जो नियत है भारत सरकार की एक इंक्लूसिव डेवलपमेंट के लिए सब लोगों को एक साथ ले करके तरक्की की तरफ, उसकी तरफ हम एक जो आपके सवाल हैं वो लें और साथ ही जो यहाँ से हमारी कुछ प्रेजेंटेशंस रहेंगी, कुछ ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स जो रहेंगे हमारे ऑनरेबल एमओएस साहब के, वो हम देंगे। आज का जो फॉर्मेट रहेगा, एक छोटी सी ब्रीफ प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद जब सर आपको एड्रेस करेंगे, उसके बाद हम आप लोगों से कुछ सवाल लेंगे। As usual, my request is that one question at a time हम यहाँ से जिनको रिक्वेस्ट करें वही सवाल, पीछे के लोग अगर थोड़ी सी शांति मेंटेन करके रखेंगे, मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है। इनॉग्रेशन हुआ है एक मल्टीमीडिया एग्जीबिशन का, जो कि बोल्ड इनिशिएटिव्स जो लिए गए हैं पिछले 100 दिनों में। मेरी दरख्वास्त है कि आप इस एग्जीबिशन को थोड़ा गौर से देखें, अच्छी मीडिया कवरेज दें, क्योंकि जो मीडिया को जो एक फोर्थ स्टेट कहा जाता है ऑफ द डेमोक्रेसी, क्योंकि आप एक लिंक हैं।
I think as Neha has already presented to you very candidly, and with the visuals which hardly require any repetition. But to sum it up, I would say that this has been a tradition which was introduced by the Modi government in 2014 to present our account periodically. We were doing so even in the earlier 5-year term, every year, every quarterly. And since this happens to be the completion of the 100th day of the second term, it was decided by the Government of India to hold press briefings in the same format across the country. And frankly speaking, I was expected to be amongst you yesterday, but we've been traveling for the last 1 week and we were in Guwahati till last evening. So it was to happen today. To sum up from what she presented, I think the greatest achievement of the 100 days is the abrogation of Article 370. And this is an achievement which I would put it in my own way, is an achievement in 100 days which would be recorded as an achievement of 100 years. You had governments came, governments went, but a temporary provision of the constitution lingered on and waited for Prime Minister Modi to take over the reins of the country before it could be done with. It required a tremendous amount of willpower, conviction, determination. And I think that itself is evident from the manner it has been carried forward. And it carries a lot of meaning when we say this or discuss this sitting in Jammu. Because I think more than anywhere else in the country, it is a citizen of Jammu and Kashmir and a person living here who would actually realize the value of the abrogation of Article 370. I said so in Guwahati yesterday as well. Because the kind of discrimination or the kind of not getting an equitable involvement in the country's development journey, which led to a kind of an isolation, not only at the physical level but also at the mental and psychological level, has been realized in full measure by those living here, particularly the common man, the average follower Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Go and tell the world that Shyama Prasad Mukherjee has entered Jammu and Kashmir without permit, even though as a prisoner. And I said so in the House of Parliament, the floor of Parliament, that if Mukherjee was alive today, he would have said, go and tell the world, Modi and Amit Shah had abrogated Article 370. So in a way, it is a redemption of the pledge that we made to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. And 3 generations led this struggle forward and sacrificed themselves in the altar of this struggle. I said I have already said so, but what I did not say that day, and I think it's an occasion to say today, is that, and when the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was trying to respond to it, not in a very straightforward manner, Mukherjee had retorted back saying, Mr. Prime Minister, just answer me in a single sentence. Whether a Kashmiri is a Kashmiri first or an Indian first, or an Indian first or a Kashmiri first, or a Kashmiri first or a Kashmiri second and Kashmiri third. This is on the record of the Parliament, though it's not often recorded. But I think today, that moment has come that we can rededicate ourselves, that each one of us each one of the 130 crore Indians is an Indian first, and then anything else. After the Burhan Wani episode in Parliament, during a debate, it was said that history would judge whether on the subject of Kashmir, because I never followed the issue, it was Mukherjee who was right or Nehru who was right. And I think that moment of judgment has arrived. The world view has come round to India's approach. Some of those countries, some of those nations of the world which were hitherto reluctant to accept India's viewpoint have now come around to India's viewpoint. And I have the courage to say so because I have been saying so all over the country. I was in Canada just 4 days back. That the common man in the streets of Kashmir is rejoicing. And he would realize they rejoice even more when the benefits start arriving. We can discuss this later if you so desire, but I have to touch upon some of the other salient features made by Neha. As she was referring to the determination, I think the determination, the resolve of the Modi government is evident from the fact that within 24 hours after being sworn in on the evening of 30th May, in the very first cabinet meeting, the decision was taken to extend the benefits of the farmers scheme, the PM Kisan Yojana, across the board to every farmer. We waited for the results to come, and then within 24 hours we made this announcement. Because we were not looking to dole out promises or freebies on the eve of election, as had been the practice by the earlier governments and the earlier political parties. And that is itself a reiteration of the conviction with which this government is working. Not for the vote bank, but for a longer interest, a larger interest. Triple Talaq is another decision which also I would request you to go deep and study. Very few governments would have the will to go about with it. Each government, whichever the ruling party, tends to play it safe. It is this government which has the courage to bell the cat. Unlawful Activities Act has a special significance for Jammu and Kashmir, and particularly in the context of abrogation of Article 370 and reorganization of this territory into union territories. I am sure the media friends who are expected to be more learned will be able to explain to the people the benefits. Suppose tomorrow the then government refuses to extend the Unlawful Activities Act to the territory of Jammu and Kashmir, what would happen? So I think what we have to realize, though everything cannot be said in public domain, is that every decision taken by the Modi government has been after deep consideration, including the decision to declare it as a union territory, which of course the Home Minister has time and again reiterated that it would be again turned into or restored back as a state at the appropriate time. The question which is often asked by the media friends is what is the appropriate time? So somebody asked me the other day in Delhi and I said, it will be less than 72 years. If the earlier governments have taken 72 years to erase, and my single sentence response is less than 18 months. Because the agencies are privy to every sequence of events and we better leave it to their wisdom. There has been also a very futuristic approach on the part of the government. As they have mentioned, the constitution of the first ever Ministry of Jal Shakti, because the world is going to confront with issues related to water, both the scarcity of potable water and also the availability of drinking water. We don't realize this because we live in the moment that we live, but this is going to happen and the whole world is going to face it, in spite of the fact that the largest reservoir of water is beneath the surface of the earth. And it was the vision of Prime Minister Modi that he thought it befitting to start work on this before other nations could actually embark on this. Chandrayaan, she has mentioned incidentally, I happen to be associated with him Department of Space, and I think the Chandrayaan mission has, in a way, heralded India's ascent to top. India's ascent to top and to a position of supremacy in the community of world nations is imminent in the next few years. And this process has begun through the medium of space, and I personally feel gratified that I happen to be associated with the department at this time. But that was a dubious legacy of the British Empire. The media persons had then raised certain queries, and generally so, what if somebody fudges his certificate through this provision of self-certification? And I have said at that time that if he does so, the responsibility would lie with his parents, his educationists. Then he is not who has failed, we have failed in educating him. And here is a government which has the confidence to trust the youth of this country. And we have to do so when more than 70% population is below the age of 40. Like pension adalats, like digital life certificate, number of other provisions for the armed forces. Particularly, I think this is the government which has given a high priority. Though we began with OROP, but even in the last 100 days, provision has been made for a pension even for the surviving families of the Second World War. So under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we have stretched it as far as possible so that we could ensure maximum benefit to the armed forces and their kith and kin. Northeast team was here. It's just concluded its 4-day visit. And the manner in which in 5 years Northeast has undergone a revolutionary transformation, which was being recorded even by the Home Minister during his address yesterday, is to be seen to be believed, because otherwise you can't believe it. There were at least 3 states which had never seen a train, including Arunachal Pradesh. Today you have Shatabdis running on that. And one of the main objectives of sending this team over here is that there are a number of success stories in the last 5 years of Northeast which can be replicated in Jammu and Kashmir. And why I am mentioning this during the briefing of 100 days is that one of the major decisions, because we have been successfully taking one or the other initiative as far as Northeast is concerned every fortnight. And in the last 100 days, one major decision was to start the first ever bamboo park of India in a district called Dima in Assam. And I'm sure many of these initiatives can be replicated because of the similarities of topography, similarities of geography, and also to an extent climatic conditions. We hope after this presentation we will be able to carry forward the message to those who refuse to be convinced, though in the heart of hearts they may be convinced. Because we have a genre of Rajgurus who will never be convinced. But it is the 130 crore people of this country whom Prime Minister Modi is looking forward to live up to. Thank you very much.